Let's start with the allegations. Have you raped anybody?
Absolutely not.
Have you trafficked anybody?
Absolutely not.
Exploited any women for
Absolutely
money?
not.
But you have admitted using emotional manipulation to get women to work in the webcam industry for you.
No.
Firstly, women asked Andrew about rape, trafficking, exploitation, and webcam business. On each case, Andrew denied it because in his case, police has not found anything related to them. But the webcam business, he openly says, I don't manipulate women. It is like actors and porn stars saying after having nude scenes that we were in an agreement emotionally, blackmailing. Now arrest the director, we were emotionally manipulated. And here's the question.
I'd argue the fact that people who've been investigated to the level I've been investigated to, if you were to take the average man on the street and investigate his entire life for 14 months, call everyone who's ever known him, and vilify him in the media, and encourage people to come forward for money.
This part ruined the whole BBC setup. Because BBC never tried to get the truth out about Syria, Yemen, Palestine, American politicians and other countries' narcissist ideologies. BBC never tried to explain and debate George Bush, Obama on Iraq issue and Afghanistan's issue. BBC never tried to get the truth about 9/11, climatic change and transgenderism, health crisis, financial crisis.
I've asked you a question and I've allowed you into my house.
I'm asking you a question.
Correct, but you're not the boss here because I've allowed you into my house.
I'm asking you the question.
Correctly, and I'm telling you.
You get to decide the answers.
No, we're equal here. I've allowed you into my house. You don't come here with a position of authority. I'm doing you the favor as legacy media, giving you relevance by speaking to you.
This clip was used by BBC on their website.
She's making the point that there is
Actually accused me of a crime.
So as to show how he tried to control Lucy in his house, while in reality, he only wanted to have a fair and equal conversation between them, using certain clips and claim that whatever his views are about women and other things, they are from God, indirectly attacking Islam and religion.
The BBC did not invent.
Of course not. And because you never invent anything. And
Invention of things is the prime cause of journalism in the legacy media. They invented COVID-19, they invented Islamophobia, they invented vaccine need, and yet they say BBC never invented anything. They invented Muslims are terrorists, while failing to say that Americans, Russians were there to take their lives from them. Stop being perfect and don't teach men how to speak the truth.
You said women's intimate parts belong to their male partner.
I said that if a woman marries a man, she takes his last name and traditionally the man gives her away. I've been pushing traditional religious beliefs because I'm a religious man.
In this age where money is everything, and for women there is no doubt that women choose wealthy men over poor. It's a fact. Now to use such statement against him, this shows the rationale of Lucy and her bosses. As Andrew points out, if a man's car, home, wealth, sperm is woman's, then why is not her private parts a part of man? It's also a fact that men do things for women, for peace, for sex, for children, for respect, for legacy. I don't think this statement was that far barbarian. The man's body is woman's and woman's body is man's, as they are both clothes for one another.
You have said that a woman's intimate parts belong to her male partner, and if she goes on OnlyFans, he is entitled to a cut of her income.
You are extremely, it's very confusing to me why you're going to sit here, take long format podcasts I've done, which are 3 or 4 hours long, in context where I've sat with OnlyFans girls, 10 or 15 OnlyFans girls, where we've been joking back and forth, ignore every comment and satirical comment and sarcastic comment that the females have made, and then come along and say, you said this and that, and you're the most evil man in the world. I don't know if you understand what sarcasm
Did you
is.
say it?
I don't know if you understand what sarcasm is. I don't know if you understand what context is. I don't know if you understand what satirical
So you're saying it was sarcastic?
I'm saying it was a very interesting talk show.
The comments you make that are leading people to say things like
Absolute garbage.
national organisations who are saying that are blaming you for increasing levels of misogyny, schools that are saying they are having increased incidents of girls being attacked, of female teachers being harassed.
This is so embarrassing to watch BBC interviewing, like child asking questions to parents. To this question, Andrew answered very well by pointing out the immorality of the godless state, where women are being seen as objects due to the brainwashing ideology of feminism, where everything is related to objectifying women and sex.
If that was
By
true,
pupils,
if that
because of you and your teaching.
well,
and
that's absolute garbage. I have never ever encouraged a student to attack a teacher, male or female, ever. I preach hard work, discipline. I'm an athlete. I preach anti-drug. I preach religion. I preach no alcohol. I preach no knife crime. Every single problem with modern society, I'm against. I'm teaching young men to be disciplined, to be diligent, to listen, to train, to work hard, to be exactly like me, with no criminal record, never even yet charged in this 14-month Matrix investigation. And I'm saying that if men grew up like me, which are hardworking and diligent and emotional control and stoic, we're gonna have a better society, not a worse society. To sit here and say that schools in England, which is a failing nation, which has knife crime going through the roof, violence going through the roof, men's mental health going through the roof, and they're gonna all blame me because I appeared on the internet 1 year ago.
England, the country which is hub of atheism, national problems, where 50k people were stabbed in 2019, a nation with its own moral problems, religious inadequacy, illiteracy, who know nothing but their own self, satisfying their nafs and not knowing anything about themselves. And this woman here is throwing all of these problems onto Andrew's shoulders.
I said that if I have responsibility for her safety, I should have a degree of authority over her safety. Meaning, and let me explain my point. If I'm the one who has to fight and die to protect her, I'm the one who decides how we walk home. I'm the one who decides the route we take. Because it's unfair for her to say, I want to walk through the most dangerous neighborhood in the world, but you have to face the knives. That's what I've said. And then you're going to sit here and pretend I'm trying to treat women like dogs, which is garbage.
Andrew owns her woman, and her woman owns him. While being a man, he has the right to protect her wife, as she was being protected by her father. That's why her last name changed from his father's to her husband's name. It's absolutely irrational to say man cannot have authority over her woman. It's like saying government cannot say whether I choose to live by nation's enemies or not. It's my choice. No, if you want to be safe, you must follow the protocol of safety. This BBC woman has absolutely and shamefully disgraced BBC and the art of debating a highly influential and googly man on the planet.